Howdy, howdy, howdy. How goes it? I'm back. It's been a day. Alexa, time to stream. Get some better lighting in here. I think that's better. I still have a bright light here and dark behind me, but better, maybe. It still looks pretty blah, but can't always get it the way I want. So, whatever. This is what happens when I have an orange screen in front of me and my face gets all orange. So yeah, let's see if I can fix this out here. Let's see here. That's a little better. I don't know. About how good can I expect, right? Ew. It's not good. I don't know what the gain does. Okay, well, whatever. We'll go with that. It's a little better. It'll probably be all weird later when the lights change. But anyway, so things I've been working on. I'm trying to generate, right now I'm just generating the images. I've kind of got my play, my play system working finally. Kind of got it all. The thing is I have to change. See, there's a couple of things like this one. This one that says past focus, right? So, but the way things have changed, it simplifies slightly. So I can actually go like change this, go here, not to there again, and deep 3. Oops, too far. Yeah, it's too far. There you go. And then this is a run, so which is 3-4 type front squeeze. So what this is doing, it is a run defense, but they have, every player gets a pass coverage, or I call a pass coverage to go with their run defense. So in order to get that to work, that one has, interesting, that one actually has a pass focus. Interesting. Guess I could have players doing different things, right? Deep 3. Guess players can adjust accordingly. I mean, they don't have to be on the pass play. But trying to see how I want to. Thing is, my focuses aren't showing up correctly. My pass focus isn't on here. So I'll just leave it at nothing. So nothing just means they're gonna just play. They're not gonna get any bonus. They're not gonna get any. Why didn't that update? That's weird. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. It used to work. Okay, it worked that time. It was probably already set to that anyway, but so anyway, yeah, I'm trying to just want to clean these up a little bit. So this guy's like a weak side scrape, move 4-6. So I don't have to do the move part of it, which simplifies this. So it's curl, flat zone. And scrape, I think, is a post action. Curl, flat zone. Kind of an odd place to have a scrape, though. 2-5. So I gotta take. So this is a hook zone, move, run, focus. Huh. Okay, so I gotta take these off. Hook zone, move, run, focus. -2-5 hook zone, run, focus. So you're back to you're back to your old name again. How's it going, Mr. Bot? Curl, flat zone, scrape. Flat zone, scrape. Deep 3, pass focus. I gotta fix that. You're saying about milk. You know, milk is one of my favorite drinks. Oh, did I put the past focus? Oh, I can't because my past focus doesn't work. Oh, suck. Anyway, so like I was saying about milk. So you changed your name again. You change. So now you're just toggling back and forth. Are you do you have two different accounts and you're just trying to and you log in as separate accounts? Those are your different user IDs. My eyes are burning for some reason. I guess it's consistent at least. All right, so 2-8 pass focus, which I can't do. Curl flat zone. This is a weird thing, but curl flat zone. It's kind of backwards, but we'll take it for now. All right, so this should fix most of these. This guy's supposed to be pass focus, so I probably shouldn't have that on there. Strong side, and these guys are contain. Huh. And run focus. Scrape, scrape, run focus. Run focus, Past focus. This guy should be past focus too, but I don't have that as an option right now. Gotta fix my past focus. So what were you saying about milk? I gotta fix my past focus. How is that different from... You would gaslight me. The thing is about gaslighting is, to some extent, the person who's being gaslighted has to be, at least in some extent, vulnerable to the idea, right? So, I mean, in other words, they oftentimes don't have confidence in what they believe they did or didn't do, or what they thought. They can be convinced of, they're susceptible to the idea that maybe they didn't, or maybe they did, and therefore therefore that's easier to be gaslighted. It doesn't work with me. So it's really difficult. I mean, I suppose under extreme circumstances, maybe if I was exhausted or somebody wants to gaslight me about something that happened decades ago, but in immediate past, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work on me. Not only do I have confidence in it, but I'd more likely argue with somebody than I would be convinced. Because with me, as soon as I hit the wall in believing in connecting with so say somebody's gaslighting me or trying to, as soon as I hit the wall versus what they're saying and what I believe, and instead of starting to be swayed in the other direction, I will disconnect. In other words, I will cease to communicate with that person. I will no longer debate the argument with them, which kills it, right? So it's like, okay, well, you believe what you believe, right? So it's kind of like faith, right? Having faith, in your beliefs. You can't be gaslight. I mean, it's kind of like gaslighting in the sense that you're telling people something that they don't believe happened. So in other words, when you tell somebody, what God did or what happened and what their understanding is, you're kind of gaslighting people who refuse to believe that God did anything, right? So that they believe in nothing that he did, but you keep telling them it occurred, and he did this, blah 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 blah, and it's kind of like gaslighting because you're forcing a thought or you're implementing your own thoughts and beliefs onto someone else. Now, whether or not on the off, or even going the other way, Buddhists and Muslims and everybody have their own beliefs, and they all try to tell people how it is based on their faith, which is like gaslighting in a way, because those other people are like, no, that's not how it happened. That's not what happened. Because they have their own belief. Now, granted, in a lot of ways, everybody's doing it fully on faith because we weren't there. We don't know for sure, but our faith and our beliefs say one thing, and other faiths have their own. And so it's like you're gaslighting each other. That's kind of what religion is, right? And maybe one of them is right. The idea is that I expect I'm right. I believe Christianity is right. But there's plenty of people out there who think that that's just, no, it's not. And you know, you can attempt to force people to believe it. You know, you keep telling them that, you telling them all the facts that you think you know. But the other people out there are like, you know, all those people who argue and want to go up against Christianity are basically like pushing back on being gaslighted. To them, that's not the case. So you're gaslighting their beliefs, or they, whatever they believed happened or didn't happen, or that they did or didn't do, or whatever. And that's kind of how it goes. Um, if you think about gaslighting, you know, it's frustrating as heck, especially if you're like a person accused of a crime. If you think about it, they're being gaslighted. They didn't do the crime, but everybody's telling them they did. Oh yeah, you did this. We got all this proof, all these things. And you're like, no, I didn't do this. So in a sense, the world is all about it, right? Trying to convince people that they did something that did or didn't do something that they know they did or didn't do. The opposite. And some people are more susceptible to being convinced that they did. Now, murder or crimes and stuff are very explicit, but you could try doing things like, hell, you were high, you were doing this, and you try to convince them by putting thoughts in their head that might apply. Like if you know they drink, or if you know that they do drugs or whatever, you can blame those things, and then they're like, oh, and then they start to think, maybe I did do it. But like I said, none of those things apply to me. So that's why it'd be really hard to gaslight me, because I am fully grounded in my faith and my reality. So it's really hard to it'd be pretty difficult to gaslight me. I mean, I guess technically it's easy to gaslight, whether or not the person that you're gaslighting gets consumed by it. I mean, the gaslighting is not the thing that's hard. It's kind of like hypnotizing someone, right? You know how to hypnotize, but whether the other person is receptive to being hypnotized is the trick. So whether or not you throw all of the efforts at it is going to be the trick of whether or not you can actually pull it off. You know, get them to believe. All right, where was it? I got it. I think I got all these. Oops. Nope. Oh yeah, I was gonna go fix my. Do I have all of these done now? I think I do. Other than to say, oh, I have two more. Never mind. Let's go fix these. I have to click on all of these to make sure that their lineups are fixing. Some of these lineups are out of sync with the actual formation, so I have to click on them. It's kind of interesting. None of these guys have movement. Fight for the ages. I don't know if it'll be a fight for the ages. Certainly not something there'd be any audience for. Okay, so I think I fixed all my defensive plays. Hopefully they all have. Oh, did I not do all of them? Good grief, I still have one left. And why the heck is he way over there? -4-7. Why would he run all the way over there to do a coverage? I feel like that's a broken setup. You know what? I am going to have these guys. I mean, why would you only zone cover that spot? Anyway, this play is broken. Boo. Let's try 4-7. I don't have a dropback on any of these, even though I created the option. I just didn't actually. One, two, 4, 5, 6, 7. Deep 3. Guess he didn't have any moves, so I can leave him there. Oh, I'm going to drop this back a notch. And then we'll side scrape, strong side scrape. A lot of scrapes. All right. Kind of an odd defensive coverage, huh? These guys in their weird covers. Like one guy's going to cover this little spot, and this guy's going to cover this big spot, and everybody else just going to go for the run. They're basically just out there to, I don't know. It's a weird formation. I didn't create this play. I mean, it's in my system, I know, but I had help. All right, man. You have fun with your hobby. All right, all my defenses are set for now. I think I have every kind of defense I want. Now I just need to, do I not have it? Oh, how many defensive plays does it say I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 it says. I don't have 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So unless I have, I only have 2 of those. And that one's totally broken. These plays don't even have correct stuff on them. Yeah, these guys are totally busted. They don't even have, I don't even know what those are. They're just totally broken. Their lineup lines are wrong. S2 is not matching it's not correcting. This doesn't even have lineups. How does it not have a lineup action? Yep, those guys are way broken. They have, somehow I got images of them, but they don't have proper data points. It says play S003. Play S003. Why are they not loading correctly? Because it's right here. Base play type special. Did that. It's a defense. Yep. It's because they don't match. Oh. They don't match. The names don't match. has a KR1 and a KR2, but there is no KR1 and KR2, which is kind of, it's kind of broken in that, does that mean these guys are okay? They're all broken, because there are W1s and W2s, so, or are there not W1s and W2s in here? They have an S1. Does that one have a valid value? L1? All right, well, let's go fix. We'll take a look at the, well, first of all, I got to put a KR. I got to put a 1 and a 2 on these guys, because they are broken for sure. KR2 and KR1, so we're going to go adjust those. There's definitely stuff there. So the formation itself is what's broken, which is usually not the case, but in this case, apparently it is. Formation. And this one is, I don't know. Which one is that? Oh, that's weird. Where's the rest? Where's the rest of the formation? Hey, beautiful. How's it going?
Fine.
You made it through your Monday, huh?
Yeah, not too bad. That means they're going to be horrible tomorrow.
Well, you got one day reprieve.
Yeah.
No, that's not. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love when that happens. I'm not sure why I've suddenly got only 6 formations. That looks like it's... Why do I only have 6 formations? So I may not be completely setting these correctly. So... because that doesn't match. So that in itself is a problem. All right, let's go look at... let's go find this one. Let's kick return. Let's just look for 2024, I guess. 2024. All right, so that's 2024. I do have a kick return 1. KR1, L1, L2. Oh, did I do have the wrong kick return? Oh, that's kick return 1 deep. Oh, there's another one. I need to go 2 deep. Jeez. All right, so 2 deep. So KR1, KR2. I don't know why it's displaying as just KR though. Why is it only displaying as KR? Do I not have any option to have extra letters? Guess I didn't really give myself options for extra letters. I must have said it's only 2 characters. It's all it can display, which is probably problematic. Because I don't know which one's KR1 and KR2. They need to have, and the thing is, I have R for, well, maybe I can do R. R is a valid returner. So they're cutting off. It's probably part of why it's throwing it, but because I have receivers. Okay, so this could be R. All right, so we're gonna change these to KR. And we're gonna replace those with just R. I don't think I have R for anybody else. Linebackers, CB. Oh, R is running back. Oh, R is running back. Can't do R. Thing is, I have RB and FB. How do I? Oh, because they're RB and FB. All right, let's go look at my offenses quick. So I have RB and FB, but I do have R1 and R2, which is running back. Huh. So I do need a KR1 and KR2. Darn it. All right, let's update this and keep it. And that one as well. Of course, I don't know. Oh, is he coming in at a zigzag? Weird. Gotta get some images for these guys. Now my pass plays, I lost a lot of my pass plays. Don't ask. Yeah, don't ask. That was an irritating event. I lost like 10 pass plays. It was not cool, man. See, now this is not a thing. There's pass, but there's no pass number. It's just supposed to be pass. Pass block, and that's just pass block. Oh, it's not even available. It's not even block. Okay, there's a couple of problems. I'm still missing a couple of things. There's a couple of important items need to be available. Don't know why. These ones don't have any action, so that's a problem. So I don't know why certain things. Okay, so Anyway, so are all my specials messed up here too? Well, these guys have. Snap target's kind of weird for kicker, right? Because he doesn't actually, he's the guy who's going to kick the ball. Don't really need a snap target for that. He's going to 0, -10, and I don't know what. Kick 60? It gave it, the AI gave it a distance. Kick it 60 yards. Okay. I understand that that's supposed to be that normally, but I did tell it the second thing for the guy who's going to get the ball. Move. All right, well, I guess that's right. They are supposed to move down there, so all right, we'll leave that. At least that one kind of works. And then I have an onside kick. probably should define a kick as an onside kick. I should probably have an onside kick and a kick, because it's a different kind of kick. I have no idea how I'm going to have it implement an onside kick. Just kick it short. I don't know. I feel like there's a talent to an onside kick. I needed to do something like a random bounce or height or something. Do something to act like, to make it more difficult to catch, and then have a difficulty for catching it based on whatever. I should probably have something like that. Okay, so I think it's slowly getting cleaned up. So really it's my defense that's just broken, because it seems like all of my... Oh, I was going to try to fix this, because I don't have pass block. Why don't I not have pass block? All right, let's go look at my things here. Because run block... it could be run block. There's run block and there's pass block. There's two different things. I know, I'm just bouncing all over trying to conceive the appropriate way to do this. Let's go. Nope, it's going to be in the offensive. Nope, not formations. Route action types. How big is my route action types, by the way? Oh, I guess it's only 200. It's not too bad. Right, pass. Oh, nope, that's... it opens it over here. Why is it doing that? Alright. So, this should be technically OD. No, no. Because pass block could be any AO. Because otherwise I have to put in everybody. I have to put in R. I sometimes just use block, but I don't even see where block is. Because if I use O, I have a block. Block. There's block right, block left, rack block. Okay, so here we got rock block, and it's supposed to be any. I wonder if it's case sensitive. Let's see if that's blowing it up. Because that's already supposed to be there. And this is a generic block. It doesn't have a... Go run. Let's see if this gives me my proper actions on here now. So we'll refresh this. Click over to editor and go see if I have block. Nope. Why are these guys not getting the block action? Everybody should have a block action, but it's not giving it to me. my route actions needing, do they need to be a date updated? I don't think so. I don't think they have a date. All right, let's go see if it put that in. Rack block. Let's go over here. And we gotta go to route actions. Rack block. It does say any. Huh. Okay, so we got a bug. Because, yeah. Let's do a couple of quick things here. All right, so ten, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. It should be new. I think that was working, so we're gonna go like that. Actually, you know what? Not sure if this works on all places. I'm not sure that's the problem. Oh, okay. No, I got a couple other issues here. Seems something must be keeping larger. Player position values more 2 characters and being written player. Yes. Though only a couple of positions have it. Do need it. KR1, KR2 are being written. 2 explanations pop up. And play editor. Identifying number. Two. Come on. 2. We have special defensive plays are not showing their route actions. For some reason, they are all showing up as undefined when all the actions are correctly defined. So we'll let it work on that for a moment. While I go over and try to hash out why run focus and pass focus are not appearing. Well, run focus appears, but I don't know why pass focus. Oh, I should probably you know what? All right, let's try this. Let's clear this one. I don't need that anymore. Can we take a look at the play editor.js? Route action types filter. Seems any is not getting picked up for position group. Also, we have added 2 new position groups that should also be considered. OA and DA. Offense and defense. And if off def special team don't, I think that should have been, maybe that's why it's not picking up some of these, because lineup might not be getting set up correctly. Let's go see if lineup is doing an any. Lineup. Rack. Lineup, okay. Nope, that's an any. Should be coming up. And rack move should also be on there. Move. Yeah. And rack, well, rack kick is kicker, but I think I need to do a special kick. I need to do an onside kick. I don't think I'm doing an onside kick. Make sure I don't have it already. Okay, I don't. All right, we're good. Kick. Onside kickoff. Attempting to kick ball minimum. Oops. Yards. To allow. All right. I just need to have a special kind of kick, so if we're doing something odd, we can be prepared for it. Okay, so yeah, and that's just going to be kicker again. But that didn't solve why my, let me see, how many of these do I have? How is any done on here? Is it always lowercase or uppercase? No, it's supposed to be lower. I gotta make sure it's consistent. Just because Okay, so it did update. Any should be available to all players on all plays. Play types. OA should be available to all offensive players. Just use off devs spec team on. And for defense, DA off def spec team 2. I wonder if the problem is that because I don't think they have it's not a pre-snap, it's false. So block would have to be yeah, but it should be available. We can always click a post snap. Just pre-snaps won't be available if you add a move. So yeah, there's no reason why this guy wouldn't have. He has block left, I don't know. Block left. 0, -3, -2, 1. Yeah, but there's no block. I have no block. Block is not getting it. Huh. Stutter, go ahead up, bitch. Snap target hookup. I may take this stutter out. Stutter is like telling a player how to behave when they're running routes. I don't know if that's really an action that they're supposed to do or if that's what they do on their own. I have to ask. Let's see what AI says.
Welcome back, Kenneth.
Howdy. Hey, so on a defensive play for somebody who does a stutter step, like a cornerback who's running a defense, oh, I'm sorry, a wide receiver who's doing a route. If they do a stutter step, is that more of a skill of the receiver, or is that actually an assigned action that they do on the play?
That's a great question. Actually, can be a bit of both. Sometimes a stutter step is just a receiver's natural move to shake off a defender, kind of a personal flair. But other times, coaches do build it into the route as a deliberate technique. It depends on the play design and the receiver's skill set. So what's got you curious about that?
Okay. Yeah, she always wants to get into a whole chat conversation. Not really what I was looking for. I don't need to start chit-chatting. I'm not looking to be buddies. You are just an AI. Sorry, nothing personal, but you know. That's how it goes. Such is the way of things. I'll be right back. Well, you know how when you sneeze, it opens your sinuses and suddenly your nose starts running? Well, that's what happens when you don't sneeze, too. Couldn't do it. Would not sneeze. But then all of a sudden my nose was running. It's like, oh. It's like, no. I didn't even sneeze. Why is my nose running? I don't know. Okay, I know. I'm just off the rails. Gotta. If I didn't jump off the rails every now and then, what would you do with me, man? What the heck is going on with this? What is it? Right. All right. Well, I don't know if there's anything else other than to fix. Other than this fix? Is it any closer? All right, well, let's see if this works. Says it fixed, but I don't think it fixed. So, all right, so I click on RB. See, there's no block in here. Well, let's look on the fullback. See, he's got block, but block is not an option here. Hmm. So let's see, let's try something else. See, I got all these plays that were built, but are now broken. Because, like I said, I lost like 10 plays. So I had a lot of plays, but I lost them. They're no good no more. I have to delete them or something. Which is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But we're going to go ahead and see what is going on with my... All right, so I want to give AI this picture so that it can go... I can tell what's going on. Oh, I wonder if the problem is, well, any should allow any. So it doesn't even matter. Because I don't know if FB and RB are actually valid types, but any should still pick them up. So whatever its logic is. And then if I go over here to the database, pretty sure the case sensitivity doesn't matter, but I'm going to try one more time just because it's possible. It was being case sensitive, so we'll go. Nope, it's still not there. Nope. Nope. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think my conditions are blocking it. Oh. No, I think... Oh, shoot. Okay, so is it a move action? I mean, it can be. It's like, so block right, but I actually moved and said block right. So if I want him to block left, let's actually have him move. Oh, actually, I don't know. Is he supposed to be blocking? Let's go here. Block, there it is. Yeah. All right. That's weird, but okay. I mean, I guess it's okay, but it's throwing me off. I know he was a block left, which is really just to say we'll move him. Oh, wait, no. What was it? What position is he supposed to be at for that? -2, 1. So, 1, 2. Wait, where's he supposed to go? Oh, he goes at -2, 1 also. Why does this guy have... Oh, is that disappearing? Oh. Okay. So, yeah. There we go. I don't know why we're blocking the same spot. That's not... It's kind of weird, but okay. Sure. Why not? But at least it matches. Okay. So I have my non-linemen only get block. They block or they don't block. I mean, I guess I could allow left and right, but for now, we're going to go ahead and pretend that I didn't ask that question. Because I'm the one who bonked it. Because it's also a move action. So you can move prior as part of the block. So yeah, that was my fault. I have to understand my own code. So if you don't move, it's kind of a problem because I can't just block where I'm at, which is kind of weird. I'll have to see. I'll see after how much that bothers me, because at some point it's gonna bother me. I'm gonna be like, nah, I don't think so. It's not gonna work. Doesn't do it for me, man. So let's go to pass here. Let's see if my pass focuses are showing up. So we have pass focus. I do have pass focus on here. But oh, somebody came to the door and threw something on the thing. Yeah, see, I don't have pass. Oh, he does have pass. But it's not available. These are just on him, but that's not, I didn't actually add pass focus. I mean, it's a thing, but I can't add it. Why? Why can't I add pass focus? What is going on, man? Is pass focus different from my other stuff? Route action types. I mean, from like a run focus? They would think they're the same. I don't understand why one's got run focus, which is a pre-snap false and is move action false. Then I have pass focus, which is also false false. Oh, the position group is wrong. Oh. See how that works. Nope. I have a pass focus and I have a run focus. But one is showing up here and the other one is not. What is the problem? I actually have it set up as LCSD. So, alright, so LCSD means I basically named all the players. That's linebacker, corner, safety, and off defensive line. How long have I been going? 1:13. I need to call it. So I think we are closer to having this solved. Almost got all the plays identified. So if I want to have, okay, so there's pass focus. It looks like it's showing up now. Yep, pass focus. So these are all like post snap. Okay, I think I got it. I think I'm going to change a little bit on how pass focus and run focus work. Or how they're going to be defined. I want to, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, first let's fix the pass focus. Which is right here, and we have it, oh, that's already set to LCSD. Pass focus. Oh, wait, route action is, where's pass focus? Oh. There it is. I'm just going to change it to LCSD. I don't know. The other thing isn't working. Ah, come on. And then I'm going to change how these work. Okay. This is an aggressiveness setting. Defender reads pass first. Making little effort to Stop run. This is an aggressive pass. And I also have a run focus, which is basically the same thing, just the opposite. Defender steps forward. Focus. This is an aggressive. This is an aggressive. All right, I think that should fix those for now. I still don't know if my let's go see what's happening with my defensive plays for special, because this was blowing up, just didn't want to work. Line up, there we go. Seems it's working now. They're just lining up to do their thing. I imagine they're all going to have, they should all have some kind of a block setting though. I don't know why my, so what does that mean? That means I could have them move back and block. I don't know that this is a valid, I don't know what the normal behavior is. Do they just stand there and wait to block? I don't know. Let's see what Cortana says here. This is the front line blockers for a kick return. What is their behavior? Behavior once the kick kicking team starts to advance. Do they just wait for them and block? Do they fall back? Once a kickoff team, their behavior is choreographed, rule-driven, and highly role-specific. Frontline kick return blockers, what they actually do once the coverage team advances. The front line is not passive. They don't just stand and wait. They execute a timed, layered sequence. Let's break it down. They take a controlled retreat, not a full backpedal, not a standstill. The front line typically takes 1 to 3 retreat steps. So if I consider that to be stay square at the coverage team, maintains spacing and leverage, avoids drifting too deep so they don't collide with the returner or midline. This return is intentional. They identify their assignment, man, zone, or leverage block. Frontline blockers usually have one of 3 responsibilities. Man, match, block. They track a specific coverage player, e.g. L3, L4, etc., and engage once their player enters their zone. Zone match block. They protect a lane or landmark and block whichever coverage player enters it. They don't try to stonewall the defender. They try to steer him away from the return path. This is why you see a lot of shield or wall-off blocks instead of pancake attempts. They step forward into contact, but only after the coverage team commits. This is the part most people misunderstand. From line blockers, do not charge forward at the snap, but they also don't wait flat-footed. The sequence is retreat 1 to 3 steps, set feet, square up, step forward into the defender's path, absorb and redirect the defender's momentum. It's more like pass protection than run blocking. Some players do behave differently by design. Your diagram shows 5 wide blockers behind the front line. Those players often have different rules. Retreat a few steps, square up, engage early, create the first wall. Second line, W1, W5. Retreat deeper, scan for free runners, double dangerous threats. Peel back to protect the returner. Lead the return path if the ball is caught cleanly. So yes, different rows, different behaviors. Huh. So, based on my, let's see if it can remember this. Based on my system, or on my play design rules, I have to remember. Can you give me a set of route action instructions for the front line? Moment, line up and move have coordinates. These are written in the same style as your run focus, pass rush, interaction, etc. I've given you 5 actions that all cover realistic frontline behaviors. Retreat set. Rack square up. Rack engage leverage. Create the actual blocking wall for the return lane. Give me a lot of them. I'm not totally sure I want all these. Purpose. After initial block, transition escorting the returner. Huh. What do I think of this? Do I think it's good? It does understand my lineup, though. It did remember how I'm setting stuff up, which is great, but I don't know how that's going to work. I feel like it's too... mean, it seems like overly complicated, too specific. Retreat, set, square up, leverage, wall off, escort. I mean, I do like the idea that they do it, they would drop back. I think that may be too micro-managed. And possibly also create redundant actions. I can see seems that a rack move, generic move action, can cover the drop back. Plus rack block generic block could cover the set square up engage leverage. Which I think may be a bit gauge leverage. Which may be a bit too granular. As I am not really sure how things would actually be coded. No escort action needed. Putting all the other correct front line sequence. Full formation Y, kick, return behaviors. All right, I think that's it for now. I'm going to take a break. Till next time, God bless.